and welcome back to Duskwood. We're right back into it again, so let's get straight into the episode. Alan, I'm here now. Well, at the end of the road, I'm going to have to go the rest of the way on foot. How far is it to the Grimrock? About 800 meters. Maybe half a mile. I don't know what that means. In Canada, we call it kilometers, so I think. Well, driving it's kilometers, so I'm not sure. I thought the two of us could have a little chat in the meantime, now that you're no longer hiding from me. Jake's not gonna like that one. What do you want to talk about? Maybe you could tell me how you got involved in all of this. You're not from Duskwood, are you? I'll tell you that in person. Looks like you're not really up for a conversation. I was just trying to tee me off. Actually, I'm just being cautious. I've been targeted by the killer myself. Which is why it's so important for you to talk to us. I just want to help Alan. So why do you avoid me so persistently? Because I was advised to? Then you should rethink who you want to trust in the future. I know that you and your friends were behind the anonymous call concerning the Hanson house. Correct, that was us. Is that so? And what did you think we would find there? I'm very happy I only sent one of my men to investigate. Let me guess, the house was empty. Of course it was. What do you mean, of course? I have pictures of proof, you know. This proves nothing. I have more pictures of barrels containing a poisonous substance. This really doesn't prove anything. Okay, Mr. Allen. Mr. Bloomgate. I have to work hard for my current position. And I've always been very passionate about my job. Okay? Duskwood has always been my #1 priority. Alright? Only for me to slowly be surely becoming the joke of the town. Can you imagine that kind of thing that the mayor has been saying to me about the poison at the Grimrock? Nothing good, I suppose. I really have quite a questions I'd like to ask you. You can believe me. Let's assume I actually find Miss Danforth at the location described by you. Okay? Then you will have knowledge only the culprit could have possessed. What then should keep myself in issuing a warrant for your arrest? You trust me? Do I? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't be telling you where Hannah is. Someone is playing a game with me, you know. This is crazy. And yet, I find myself stumbling through the forest following your orders. Tell me something about yourself. About myself? Very well. If you're interested. My family originally comes from Grove Springs. Sounds like a nice place. I went to college there and underwent my training. One day on the way to work, I met this gorgeous woman in the subway. His wife? Becomes his wife, maybe? Before I knew it, I married her, pulled up my stakes, and got myself transferred to Duskwood. Okay. Why do I have a feeling this is going to turn sour? A year later, we got divorced. Anyway, she took both my dogs, half of what few savings I had, and I never saw her again, but I stayed here. Aww. In the sleepiest, strangest place in the world. Just like my town. Just like Mitchell, Ontario. Exactly like it. Sorry to hear that. It's all ancient history now. Have you ever been to Duskwood? Can't say I have. No, unfortunately not. And Duskwood doesn't exist in real life. I've Googled it. Then you don't really know what I mean by strange. Oh, I do. Once you've finally made Duskwood a safe place, I'll come and visit. Let's talk about Michael Hansen. It took longer for that topic to come up than I had anticipated. I know you interrogated him 10 years ago. The whole town knows. And there's not a lot more to say about it. Because Michael is dead. He's dead. What? You're kidding, right? No. It's like I said. I actually expected him to be dead. How did he die? Counter question. Why did you contact Iris Hansen? I was hoping for information. And did you get what you were hoping for? Did I? Indeed. And it wasn't me, it was Jesse. But at your behest. Probably. Life broke Michael apart. Do you know what that means? Is that something they say where you're from? Makes sense. Where does he think I'm from? I mean, this game takes place in Germany, I think. That's like a million miles away. It's like a couple days trip. Yes, of course. I mean, yes, kind of. Michael disappeared back then. One night, he closed his bar, went home, and never was seen again. Some witness claimed they saw him going into the forest, but, well, he just disappeared? From Duskwood? And went far beyond. He could still be alive. There was a testament. I really don't think Michael Hansen's behind this, but I don't think he's dead. Michael's old envelope employee found it. Who was that employee? And what does Ted have to do with anything? Phil Hawkins. Is that why he's going to jail? Michael had hired him shortly after Jennifer's death. Was he involved in that somehow, maybe? Michael once said to me that none of this would have happened had he only employed the boy earlier. I understand, but no, I don't. Mr. Hawkins claimed that it had been his job to open the Aurora that day, which is why where he found the testament. Apparently, it had been lying on the counter. Apparently? Please don't interpret anything into that. I only said that because his statement is the only thing we have to prove it. And that's when the trouble started. You were the person Mr. Hawkins called from prison, isn't that correct? Yes, but I don't know why he did that. Yes, that is correct. What did you talk to him about? He talked about his suspicions concerning his arrest. You can trust me, Fluffykins. Can I, Alan? I don't think I can. I am in no way interested in hurting you whatsoever. Same here, Alan. Kinda suspicious there, Alan. Anyway, the days passed and we're not able to find Michael nor his corpse. So, you don't know if he's dead. And it actually seems like the forest had swallowed him alive. He could have just been going into hiding, doesn't want to be found ever again, wants to live with the woods, live with nature, you know? And all the while, the rumors in Duskwood got loud. Phil apparently knew beforehand that he was named as a beneficiary in the testament. Ooh. Sorry, it's a little early. You're saying you thought Phil killed Michael? Well, the circumstances certainly helped fire those suspicions. Came quite quickly. Anyway, you can't just pronounce anyone dead if there is no corpse. Which means he could still be alive. Which was necessary for the testament. So you helped out? Didn't you, Alan? To apologize for never being able to find Jennifer's killer. Let's talk about the hacker in your group. No, absolutely not. I will not be talking about Mr. Jake. I've made some inquiries. But there's one thing and that doesn't quite add up. How did he get involved in all of this? Come on, Alan. I can assure you, in this case, is no way part of my range of duties. It's just... the connection of someone like him in a small case, in even smaller town of Duskwood, just piqued my interest. Then let your interest be piqued. 'Cause I ain't telling you anything. Do you even know what you are getting yourself into with the likes of him? Yeah, what is that supposed to mean? I know all I need to know. I hope for your sake that that is the truth. I've told you all that I can about Michael. Are you happy now? Yes, I am, Alan. Thank you. He was a good man, you know. I can imagine. I really don't suspect Alan. I mean, not Alan, Michael Hansen. I don't think he's the killer. And what if Michael is roaming the woods all to this day? Maybe he just went to hiding. Nonsense. What if I'm right? We're not talking about a couple of days here. We're talking about years. Nobody can hide in the forest for such a long time without being noticed. True. And completely unprepared at that. Maybe he went through the forest, found another town somewhere far away, and is living there now. I left behind... Sorry. And let's leave this topic behind us. You're giving me a headache. Good. What did Hannah want from you when she called you? How'd you know about that? I know all... She called you the same day as she disappeared. What did Hannah want from you? I really don't know whether I should be angry or impressed. Impressed. That's up to you. As long as you tell me what Hannah wanted. According to Miss Dunforth, there was a man who had been following her for some time. A man. Don't know why I'm so tired. Did this man wear a mask by any chance? She didn't really tell me anything. But she asked me a strange question. She bought me a receipt. A receipt. And I mean a regular receipt you get at checkout. Okay. Would I be able to find the buyer who received the receipt? Did you ever get to see the receipt? I've already told you enough. Fine. Besides, we have to end our conversation. I've reached the waterfall. What do you see? I'm going to need some time looking around here. After all, you didn't give me a precise location. And it's not exactly made easier by it being so dark. But look thoroughly. Well, anytime is gaming time. Till next time, guys. Fluffy's Gaming, signing out. Bye, guys.